Hey, 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 my love. Welcome to step number 5. I am super excited to talk about building excitement with your people. I think that you can feel it with me. I love fun. To me, business should be fun. To me, working with clients should be something that not only thrills you, but that you are like, yes, this is exactly what I meant to do. I know that a lot of the time, even as I'm helping my clients work through the different pieces, through whatever's not working, through whatever the struggle is, busting through whatever it's going on, I like end up the call or I end up the group coaching call and I can't go to bed because I am like so fired up that my husband laughs because he says like that I need downtime to be able to like reintegrate into my regular life whenever those exciting times happen. But I feel that that is the benefit and the blessing of doing what you feel that you're meant to do. For me, I am here on this planet to help people live out their calling. And for me, you living out your calling means you serving more people, helping the people that you are on this planet to help. And for me, that's what I love helping you do. So now we're talking all about building engagement and building so much excitement around this program because again, remember that this energy of yours, people buy energy is what I feel. People buy energy, they buy your confidence because both of those terms refer to your faith in them, your faith in what you're talking about, and it brings them hope. A lot of the time, whenever we're buying a program or a course or to work with a coach or whatever it is that we're doing, we are literally like looking for hope. We're looking for someone to help us find the way to this one thing or to this thing that like we feel it's going to change our lives. So whenever you can get visible and whenever you can create a little bit of excitement around the solution that you have, remember, your offers are just solutions. You're putting names to them. You're thinking about how many weeks it might take to help them go through the process, but you are literally offering your solution to the world, your solution to that problem that you see. In my case, the problem that I saw is people investing a lot of money and investing a lot of time and not seeing results, or people investing a lot of money, investing a lot of time, seeing a certain level of results, but not creating a lot of the freedom that they wanted because they were beginning to feel like to stay in that employee mindset. So one of the things that I work with my clients as we're working through their program and creating the offer and attracting the clients is literally transforming their mindset, going from an employee mentality to an entrepreneur mentality where you're able to take risks, where you're able to step out. A lot of us, whenever we have somebody else, whenever we work for someone else, we are super high achievers. We do it. We like we're the top of the top. We're the best. And whenever we start working for ourselves, we could procrastinate. We can get into analysis paralysis because we haven't made the full transition. So one of the topics that I always like to talk about is an athlete would never dare to sign up for the Olympics without being prepared. And if they sign up for the Olympics, one of the first things they're going to do is to go and prepare like so that they can really get the results that they want. So for me, the journey of being an entrepreneur and becoming a successful entrepreneur is one you must prepare for. You got to prepare your mind for it. You got to prepare to preach yourself into confidence sometimes, but you're going to see results. If you are consistently showing up for your people, consistently building excitement about this topic that they care about, if you are putting out content that is transformational as much as it's spiritual, as much as it's amazing, and it's simple, your people are going to start getting results and they're going to say yes to working with you because they're going to feel this woman's meant to help me. Like she's going to help me get there faster. And that is going to save them time. It's going to save them money. So I want you to get confident with showing up and creating a lot of excitement around the offer that you are daring to put out. And this is the part where a lot of the time we also have to bust through some blocks. We have to bust a lot of the time through some blocks to dare to claim our topic, but then we also sometimes have to dare to bust through some blocks that are keeping us from showing up. So I am going to talk in this one, I'm going to divide it into two different sides. We're going to be talking about creating the engagement and the excitement so you can be generous, so that you can add value, so that you can be everywhere and show up, and continue to attract people and engage them and nurture them and prime them into the program. And that doesn't have to take long. Sometimes it might take 30 days. Sometimes I prefer to do a 90-day, where you're building a lot of relationships and maybe putting out one offer, like a pilot program or something that actually allows them to start saying yes and investing, but it prepares them to a bigger and more expensive program. But you can do whatever you want. For me, that works. For in your case, we would have to find out what is your own, like your own blueprint. And that comes with your personality, it comes with your expertise, it comes with your zone of genius. And that's why sometimes whenever you're trying to copy other people, it doesn't work. But whenever you do it, you're like, this is so simple. It's because it's in alignment with who you are. So dare to get in alignment with who you are first. And one of the ways to do that, again, we're going to look at this from two perspectives, is the goal is to build engagement and excitement. So what I want you to see is, are you currently feeling powerful, confident, clear enough to be able to show up as the leader that you are, and to get visible, and to be generous, and to help your people, right? Claiming that topic regardless of who else is talking about it, regardless of who else is saying whatever it is that they're saying. You might even have different perspective from the experts, but if it has worked for you, and if you have seen it work for other people, even if that was free coaching, or if it was people that you did it for free in your previous career, dare to claim that and dare to bring a lot of excitement. But one of the things that I want you to look at is, what if you're not feeling confident enough? What if you're finding yourself self-sabotaging? This is the part where a lot of us self-sabotage. Like, I find that we have no problem creating a lot of the program. We might have no problem creating all the back end and being excellent students. But when it comes to stepping out and claiming our place and letting our voice be heard and claiming our topic and showing up as the expert, we get stuck. And a lot of the time that has to do with some of the wounds that we have from previous things that have happened in our lives, where we might not feel good enough, where we might be dealing with I can't do it. Who am I to talk about this? This will never happen for me. I am not worthy of what I'm asking. Like, there are so many different stories that come up whenever you're daring to put yourself out there. But what I want you to do is to begin to work the process and to allow your mind to be transformed and allow your soul to be healed, so that then your spirit can rise up, and so that you can show up and take your place. I find that a lot of the time, and this is a side note, but I find that a lot of the time, whenever you haven't dealt with some of the wounds, for example, of wounds around receiving, right? Like that you don't feel that you can get what you want, and you haven't worked with some of the wounds, you tend to self-sabotage because you are not consistent, because you get triggered whenever you get visible, or you are just like feeling all over the place because you don't know how to structure your time. Like, there are just different ways. I find that a lot of the time we self-sabotage because we don't get clear on our target and what we desire, because we don't feel we can have it. So as long as I'm not clear, I'm not gonna get really into it. I'm not going to feel like I'm failing, because I'm not, like, I didn't really set that goal, right? Like, there's the clarity piece. Then the other areas where I see it's around your mindset and your energy. So the whatever you're thinking about, people that are connected to faith think a certain way, and people that are connected to fear think and act a certain way. as well. So you can see if you're sabotaging yourself in that area. The other area that we sabotage a lot has to do with our line action and strategy. And again, it all comes from those beliefs. So if you are able to go right out and to get visible and excited and to create a lot of excitement around your topic by being everywhere and by strategically engaging people, yeah, and this can be through challenges, through interview series, through like all the different strategies we use or we could use to be able to build an audience that is ready to buy from us and it's ready to say yes to taking the steps they need to take. If for some reason you're feeling capped and not able to do that, then we need to look at like what are the wounds? What are some of the beliefs that you have? Do you have any kind of wounds around your mother or father's story? And again, because of my background with psychology and counseling, I always work business with the internal and the external. Because to me, whenever internally you're strong, we can bust through whatever blocks are coming out externally. But if we don't do that, then you're going to find yourself spinning because you're always self-sabotaging. So you could have a perfect strategy. Like I have clients that have literally had an amazing strategy and we're implementing the strategy, but there's a block. And because of that block and that emotional thing or wound that is not letting them play at their full potential and show up from the place that they need to show up, then people are not able to feel them all the way, and they don't get the results. And once we bust through that block, once we're able to transform that unbelief or limiting belief, excuse me, and self-doubt or whatever it is that's coming up, literally people start saying yes. Why? Because now they're able to show up and to ask for what they want and to show up from a place of leadership and authority that their people are like, yes, you're the person that I literally believe that can help me. That is so important, so that you're not showing up asking for people to validate you, asking for people to, would you buy from me? And like all the insecurity that could come from putting yourself out there and asking for exactly what you want. So what I want you to do, it's one, to create a plan to get visible. One of the things that I do again with my clients is we create a 90-day plan where we know exactly what the offer is, when we create the content that they're going to be sharing, that's going to be building that audience, building engagement, building relationship. They're leveraging other people's audiences and really connecting themselves with experts in their area so that they can actually leverage whatever it is that they are already doing. And we're actually also talking directly and engaging those ideal clients that are beginning to be primed into jumping in and saying yes to creating the life of their dream, because they see you can definitely help them. So what is it that you need to do? What is the internal work that you need to do and the external work that you need to do to create both engagement and excitement with the people that are ready to buy from you? Is it an interview series? Is it a challenge? What do you feel that that you need to do? Do you need to guest blog? So I want you to think about 2, no more than 3 strategies that you want to use over a 6-week period to really build a lot of the engagement, to really build a lot of the excitement, to really attract a lot of these people. If we're working in this 90 days, the first few weeks, you're just creating the foundations, getting really clear on what is it that they want, setting the price, all of that stuff. And then we will literally start engaging, building the audience. And we have a nurturing sequence through your email list and just through once they have signed up for that lead magnet, and you are building their faith and the excitement and the hope so that they can dare to say yes to the life and the results that they really want in this thing that you help. And then number 2, are there any blocks or are there any things that could keep you from showing up as the expert? Are there anything that will keep you from asking for what you truly want so that you can get the results that you want as well? If you have any questions, if you need support in this area, again, I am here for you. And if you are looking for one-on-one support, I have my intensive. Through the intensive, we get 3 hours that we break into this next 30 days, where we first get literally really clear on what the offer is, what are the different pieces of it, and then we're also working through whatever blocks you might have. So is your block around content? Is it around really creating a freebie that leads directly into the offer? Whatever it is that you're doing in regards to your signature program, what I want you to keep in mind is this, and I'm going to challenge you with this before we go. But literally, it's you getting laser focus on serving the people that need this right now. Whenever you talk to the ideal clients that are saying, this is what I want right now, what you are serving them with, or what you're coming to them, it's the answer that they're looking for, because it's a goal that they have already set, not that you're setting for them. That is so key for you to not feel that you have to convince people into working with you, but instead that they are the ones like talking themselves into buying your services, because they can feel that it's exactly what they want. So here is the homework that I have for you today. What I want you to do is to write a letter to this person that you feel that needs your program right now. So I want you to write a letter and say, and these are some of the things that I do with my clients. One of the things that we do is that we write a letter, we can write some of the details of who do you think she is? She might be a busy woman who's trying to build her business. In my case, is trying to build her business. She has this message to get out, this excitement, and she wants freedom more than anything else. But she wants freedom actually fulfilling her calling and the thing that she feels she's here to do. So one of the things that I did was to actually write out a letter to my ideal client, where I started saying, I know that you want blah, blah, blah. And I got clear. I know that you want more freedom. I know that you're tired of feeling that you're missing out because you're always having to spend so much time in your business. I know that you're tired of feeling like that your business is another kid. It's so expensive with all the stuff you have to buy and all the stuff you have to do, but you're not seeing the results that you want. I want you to get your message out. I want you to actually reach the people that are looking for you right now. I want you to do it confidently. I want you to dare to ask for the prices and to command the prices that your people are actually saying yes to, because they see that there is an answer to what they've been looking for and that you have the solution, because this is what you are meant to do. So whenever I started getting more clear and just getting really clear, I know that you're crying because you're tired of feeling this, but I know that this is what you want. Literally what it did is that it got me so focused, and I felt that nobody else mattered. I didn't care what anybody else was saying. I didn't care what anybody else was doing, because it is exactly the group of people that I knew that I was meant to help right now. And when you do that, what happens is that your people not only love you, but they can feel. And that's so important, because people buy based on feeling, but they can feel that you're real. They feel that you're authentic, and they feel if she's done it and she's willing to help me take the steps so that I can do it in my own way, this is exactly like an answer to a prayer. So what is it that you need to do? I want you to write that letter. What is it that you need to say? What is it that you need to know about your ideal client so that you can get so laser focused and confident into making this happen? Your people are looking for your help over one specific topic over these next 90 days. This is what they're looking for, what they're willing to invest in, what they are looking for support with. And you can help them do that. So dare to get focused, because both you and them are going to benefit. They're going to benefit because they're going to reach their goal. You're going to benefit because you're going to reach your goal. You're going to create that freedom that you want. You're going to serve more people. You're going to have more money to do the thing that you want to do. Because at the end, that's what our business are here for. Platforms to help us, help other people transform their lives while we transform our own lives. So I'm going to see you on the next video, where we're literally diving into the tech pieces, and it's all about creating the membership side, or the place where you're going to be building and recording your course. I don't recommend for you to record the whole course before the program starts if you're doing a live program. So I'm going to dive into more of those details in the next video. It's going to be short and sweet, but I'm here to support you. So if you need the intensive with me, go ahead and go PachiMcLeod.intensive. So singular, not intensives, but intensive. And if you're ready to work with me over the next 90 days, where you and I literally meet every single week, you get access to the Getbook Academy, you get access to group coaching with me 2 times a month, where you are actually hearing me coach other women that are currently working with me, or women that are in the Getbook Academy, and you are going to get to ask me whatever questions. You get all that support from the private Facebook group. So you're literally getting the information you need, and you're working with me one-on-one every week for 90 days. Of course, if you're busy and I'm busy, we might skip a week, but at the end of the day, you get all the support that you need from me through these like mastermind experience, where over the next 90 days, we create, we launch, and we fully booked your course that you desire, so that you can finally see that dream of yours become your reality. I'm excited. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.